Welcome to March After Midnight, presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. High Noon Hard Seltzer, just 100 calories, gluten-free, no added sugar. It's real vodka, real juice for real fans just like us. Hashtag Nooners. Night number 1 of the Sweet 16 is in the books. 4 teams have punched their ticket to the Elite 8. Congratulations.
Who is this now on Twitter?
No, it's YouTube exclusive. Yeah, I tweeted out the link. Yes, exclusively on the Barstool Bench Mob YouTube channel. Thank you all for joining us.
What's your handle again? Pussyhound?
Yes, at PMT Sports Biz. So, 4 teams have punched their ticket to the Elite 8. Congratulations to Arkansas, Villanova, Duke, and Houston are all 1 win away from New Orleans. And I mean, we can go in order, but Marty's got to get his thing out of the way. So, my biggest takeaway, Marty, it was tight for the first 37 minutes, and then Duke played perfect basketball the last 3. That's what it came down to.
This is one person I got to talk about. Well, one, you're a scumbag. You lost. You left your team in the dust. Duke took care of business. I said if they score 70 points, they win, which happened.
Agreed.
Paolo was going to do what he did. He didn't do much down the end of the stretch. Mark Williams always does what he does.
Roach got the game ball.
Jeremy Roach was the reason why they won that game. Duke is going to the Elite 8, and I was right about. I do want to say before this. Did I say there will be one seed in the Final Four?
Yeah.
I did, and there already is.
Well, don't fucking touch the money just yet, but
so I mean,
I know,
Gonzaga
yeah.
got clipped. I mean, but Duke took care of business. That's a tough fucking team, Texas Tech. That is a tough team. That was a Final Four type game, no?
Without a doubt. The takeaway I had was Adams looked like lost late.
Yeah.
In the last 3 minutes for sure. Got outcoached, which I didn't think Krzyzewski was going to be able to do because I did think he lost a step. The kids made the shots. He looked more in tune than Adams late.
What about the zone?
What?
What about the zone?
The zone looked like fucking they had no plan of what was going on. I thought he mismanaged his timeouts. I thought there was a lot of lobs early that got them the shots. And listen, everyone's going to be like, stop fucking saying it. I mean, it's true. The game, it's a 5-point game, and Texas Tech didn't score for 8 minutes of the game in different stretches in the second half. From 15 to 11, I counted, and like from 6 to 2, it felt like no field goals. That's what they do. Like, and they're right there. They just couldn't, like, they don't score for those stretches, and that's what happens. Now, I know Duke was held without, but
though,
Texas Tech, that's literally every night. Like, it's crazy.
When you have that good of an offense and you're held for 7 minutes, you can gain it back. Texas Tech couldn't at that point. That's just what happened. I am so fucking happy. I know you guys all want me to lose because I'm insufferable with Duke. I'm horrible. I
have been rooting for this team since 1994.
You didn't root for them tonight, though. You can't say you have rooted for them.
You can't root for them now. You did not root for them in
Short breaks, but I have rooted for them since 1994.
You said that boys root for their team. I was a boy and won money tonight. You were a man
I did think Texas Tech
money.
Was a smarter play.
You can't say it now. They played great. Duke.
Duke was the better team down the stretch. Yes, there were some questionable calls, but the refs weren't the reason Duke won the game.
Absolutely
Duke
not.
made the plays at the end.
Duke was the better team.
At the end, they were the better team. The thing I think is the most underrated thing is we knew coming into this game, Duke would have to make shots to win, right? Because it was the number 1 defense, so they would have to take advantage of their looks. How about Paolo Banchero from 3? There were only 3 games this season entering today where he made at least 3 threes. He went 3 of 4 today. Usually, of course, he's the big man inside. You want them to feed him, right? You didn't expect him to dish it out to him and for him to hit those shots as well.
And he hit a big 3 down the stretch. That was like they were down 4, I think, or up down 2. They hit a huge 3. Everyone did what they had to do. It was an unbelievable effort. The weirdest thing about Duke right now, Trevor Keels like barely played.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
It's very weird. Like
they're giving Bates fucking Jones spots to.
That was an awful stretch for him.
God, they lose that game like Krzyzewski might have him killed.
We'll probably win by 10.
I gotta be honest. He might not be on the bench next game.
Right.
He was awful. I mean, he got 2. The funny thing is though, if he hits that shot, he's like the story of the game.
What was the final score?
78-73.
So there you go. It's another 3-minute stretch. They had 68, and then they finally.
That shot right there, where Roach, the game was so.
Yeah,
close.
look, they didn't score till Yeah, they get the two. There's another 3-minute
The
stretch
game-
at the end.
game was
Like,
so
it's crazy.
close that and all of a sudden Duke just took out. And let me tell you, I saw what Quiggs had whipped up for me if I lost.
I
Oh
saw
my
his
God.
tweet, but
No, it would have buried.
is it something that's only valid for this game loss,
I mean,
or
I
if they
think
lose
he
on
could
Saturday?
probably make it.
So you
more,
can't
but
spoil
I
it?
think it was so big today, where it's like Big Cat was against me, Jerry was against, everyone was against me pretty much. Where, let me tell you, I've never been in that position. I'm usually a room guy. It sucks when no one's on your side.
You got Hank.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hank,
I
I'm
can
two
be the
people.
clip.
I'm just saying, like, when the whole room is against you, you feel like such an asshole, and I was an asshole. You have to be it, though. You turn into one. But Duke's going to get fucking Elite Eight against, I can't believe I'm about to say it, Arkansas.
Yeah, so that's
Musselman's
Duke,
a hell of a fucking
Texas
coach.
Tech. Fantastic game, even from wire to wire. Duke pulls it out. They were the better team. But Arkansas, they were by far the better team all 40
Yeah, I'm not
minutes. It
afraid to
never
say
really felt
that.
like
Yeah,
Arkan-
I mean, they beat them start to finish.
Didn't you feel
Two questionable calls on Chet late, but
Yeah.
like I said, he put himself in that position. And either way, like Timmy played unbelievable, but he left some points on the board as well.
Weren't you waiting for Gonzaga's
waiting for that run.
that run, and they just couldn't get
Nope,
it?
couldn't
They
do it.
Make the big shots. Even at the end, they had a chance with a three. It just did not go off. A 100th career win. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, 100 in the tournament is impressive. But no, Muss coached his butt off. They were the better team from start to finish. They just came out with more energy. They wanted it more. It's cliche, but Gonzaga just slept walk
JD
through that
JD
game.
Note also played
Note
out of
was
his
unbelievable.
tree.
Jalen Williams was
Arkansas
unbelievable, too.
made some shots that you have to make to beat
Yep.
Gonzaga, like just some
No, it's
acrobatics
unbelievable.
and
to be 9-point underdogs, and like that's what I'm saying. I understand Gonzaga is great.
Mm-hmm.
They have the most wins in March. To not get the championship and to lead, and like you can't say it, that's a bad season.
I just think now it's
Am I
in
wrong?
a spot.
failure.
That's a failure.
Well, they're also
Like,
a
I
championship
really-
bust right now. They've been everywhere else.
That's what I'm saying. Sweet 16 is a horrible.
Yeah,
season.
but you look
Yeah.
at this stretch of like who they had last year and who they had this year, and it's like I know they'll go get a top recruit next year and whatever, and they'll still be and they'll win that conference by 3 games, and they'll be in the Sweet 16, and from there it's house money. Like that's how you have to get there every time. They're a lock to get to the Sweet 16. But like, I really just don't think it's ever gonna happen. I
don't think so.
I really did think like at one point, all right, if it didn't happen last year, I did think it was gonna happen last year. Obviously, we all know about the Gonzaga take. This year, I thought as well. Holmgren's a difficult matchup. I thought Arkansas was gonna be like tough, revenge against Duke. Like it was lining up to a Gonzaga season. I'm now starting to think I don't think they'll ever get it.
I was looking too, and there could be different outlets, but I was looking at the ESPN Top 100 next year, and Gonzaga doesn't have anybody.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too. Actually,
Wait,
I was looking at
really?
that.
Yeah,
There might be something wrong.
there could be some empty, like guys who haven't committed yet, or some guys who flip. But I was looking. Duke has 3 of the top 5.
Gonzaga doesn't
Kentucky-
have a single top 100 recruit.
No,
That's interesting.
I can double check right now, but I was looking at the end of that game, and there was no Gonzaga logo.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I gotta be honest. I know Duke has this one guy who has 1 million followers on TikTok, and he just dances his ass off. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, Duke has Derek Lively, Dariq Whitehead, and Kyle Filipowski, 3 of the top 5, and there's
nice.
nobody in the top 100. But there's still a lot of undeclared guys. But those guys could go to the G League. I don't know. But remember, Arkansas also has 2 of the top 10.
Right.
But they deserve all the credit in the world. J.D. Note was superb.
Oh, man, that guy really wants me to get fired, huh?
It's the same.
The least-
same
Ah.
shit.
That
It's
guy's
just-
just copy paste.
The least shocking result of the night. I think he spent the shortest amount of time on it because obviously we were kind of locked into Arkansas. It's death taxes of Villanova.
I've been saying this.
Fucking
They're just
crazy.
the most
He really has.
trustworthy
Jake's-
team.
He really has, like-
in the
I'll
tournament.
give you credit. Me and Rico had him out in the wave.
I had him as a 6 seed. Apologies,
the
Max.
only one that keeps saying it. He's right.
It's just the tournament. Like, they're the number 1 free throw
And now,
shooting
listen,
team
I know
in
you
the
don't want to
country.
hear it. Tempo fucking matters. As good as Houston is, Villanova matches up in that style. Grind it out.
Yeah.
Fucking defense.
Villanova didn't
tight,
blow them
tight,
out, but
tight.
they were never in doubt
It's
of
gonna
losing
be
that
that's a very very anticipated Elite
Houston.
8 game.
Okay, so
It's a low-scoring game.
I
Ev
understand.
thinks Houston's gonna win the whole thing.
I understand.
I mean, they waxed fucking Arizona.
that I was wrong about Villanova. They've had a great season, Elite 8. No matter what, you make the Elite 8, unbelievable season. They have had the easier road,
Who?
Villanova, in this bracket.
Okay.
No,
Well,
Yeah.
it was one upset. because they had a 15 and then a 7, Ohio State. So they had the benefit of one upset.
Yeah,
Michigan.
that's what I'm saying. Michigan. I'm not so.
Michigan was the top 10 team though. Of all the 11s.
You have to play who you play. I'm just saying this is going to be a.
You think they would have lost to Tennessee if it held?
No, I actually think they beat Tennessee.
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
so-
I'm just saying. Like, I think it's an easier road that they had, but it doesn't matter. They got where they are. That over/under should be 114.
It's going to be very first to
Should
50
be
wins
very low,
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Very
Gillespie,
low.
man, every shot you need him to hit, he hits. It's fucking.
He's
crazy.
nails, man. We saw him after that. What game do we have him on after the interview? He was just calm as nice.
Yeah,
He's fucking nails.
He's been there before.
they've won so many games.
So do we? Well, no. Yeah, I guess we'll cover Houston now. But like, go ahead.
Yeah, no, just wrapping on.
Is that who's the Final Four? Is that the Final Four? Is it Duke and?
Arkansas.
No, opposite sides of the bracket.
Okay, who would it be?
Duke, Arkansas plays UCLA,
Carolina,
UNC,
UCLA, Purdue.
St.
Can you
Peters.
imagine?
All the
Duke,
people.
UNC
Imagine.
Duke
In
UNC
this final season?
is very much in play.
After the blowout.
It is
That-
very
yeah,
much
it's
in play
lining
if they
up.
beat UCLA
That
tomorrow.
would be, the media would cum themselves for an entire week.
All of tonight's win and
That's one of those
Saturday
storylines
would be
you
worth
can't
it if
make
you
up.
guys lost to UNC next week.
If I'm also like in New Orleans, oh my god, oh man, I'm not looking ahead. No,
You can't look ahead,
Don't
but
look ahead.
that'd be funny to
Yeah,
think
so
about.
I'll-
You're gonna
so
get
it's playing
Cameron
well.
Crazy Rico back too. I mean, there's no way I'm fucking.
You're back.
I can't wait.
Listen,
can't wait. If we go to Final Four,
I'm not.
really
I will
good.
never
I
go
won't
for
let-
Carolina against Duke.
No, I won't let you even. I want you to sit there in a ref suit.
All
That's
right.
it.
Oh
You can
my
only wear a ref.
god,
You can only wear a ref uniform. That's it.
that would be something. But no, wrapping on this Villanova Michigan game. Michigan, look, preseason championship expectations, sloppy regular season, squeeze in, go on a run. Success or failure? I know we talked about this last week a little bit.
Nova?
Michigan,
Oh, failure.
failure,
I
I'd
think
say.
it's
Just given the
Top 10.
expectations.
Yeah, I mean, you could say, oh, we made the Sweet 16. Your coach has a
Best
fucking
recruiting
like
class.
loses his marbles.
Right.
It's hard to say though. Sweet 16 when it's like you were a bubble team, but then I also know what you're saying. The expectation is supposed to be number one. Like you had them as your champion.
Right. Like when Syracuse goes on these double-digit seed runs, they're not supposed to at the beginning of the season.
Yes.
So it's a success. But
Yep.
for Michigan, it's like they had the number one class. They had a hot head coach. Like Dickinson's awesome. He still is awesome. He's probably leaving.
Yeah.
She's-
I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know.
I don't know because I feel like there's
NIL
unfinished
could
business.
help.
Yeah.
NIL could help.
Like Ann Arbor's a big school. You can be
Yeah.
the man there and just make a lot of money and
Yep.
hang around. But yeah, Villanova now taking on Houston, which them too. It was a similar game script to Villanova. They were really never in doubt.
No.
No.
I mean, Arizona was a fraud. They're the Pac-12.
First year coach.
I mean, we'll see UCLA, but I mean, yeah, first year coach. They
So
barely
tomorrow,
beat
I think
UCLA.
Carolina UCLA is like close, but do we now think with all these close games tonight, we feel like tomorrow's blowouts?
There's gonna be one.
So we
more.
worried
Well,
about-
on paper, tonight's games were much better, which means, we're very due for a buzzer beater. We haven't had one yet.
I mean, that's kind of fluky. I think we're more due for blowouts,
I'm just being
which is
optimistic
kind of a
in
little
terms of
bit of worry
excitement.
with Cooley. But I obviously think Purdue is going to fucking blow them out, St. Peter's. So that's one,
Which wouldn't be like.
which wouldn't be shocking. I just feel like we're due for some separation. I also feel like Carolina could go really cold and UCLA gets their number. Or Carolina fucking can't miss.
Carolina's
and
hot, though.
Fair enough. Carolina gets hot
Yeah.
and blows out UCLA. So I know people are like, oh, you pick both sides. No, I truthfully think that could be a blowout either way as well. So, like, and I don't really have much of a feel. I bet UCLA. I don't have much of a feel in that game. My best bet is Purdue first half tomorrow.
Which team, I think this is a good debate, which team tonight was the most impressive?
Arkansas.
Were they, though?
I think-
and
They
most
just beat the number one
impressive,
team.
most impressive win, yes, but looked the best,
Houston.
right? See, there's a difference.
The thing
He's
is,
gonna say
though-
Duke,
No,
Houston.
I think Houston.
No, Duke wasn't the most impressive.
I
You
think-
could agree to that.
I think
that was a
I
tight
think
game.
Houston was the most because there wasn't. They were leading the entire game. Like,
Right.
Duke could have lost that game 1,000%. Houston had no chance to lose it.
I just think Villanova again. Like, I know they didn't play a 1 seed, but
Yeah, if they're gonna get shafted in those conversations of who looks the most impressive, because Villanova looks like Villanova.
Yeah, they're also.
It's a
not
Francesa
sexy,
quote,
yeah.
but like Villanova, when Villanova is Villanova, they're Villanova. Like
Right.
that's what it
How many
is.
points did Arizona score?
60.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's a team with guys all over the place. I know Kirk Caruso
I mean,
wasn't
listen,
100%.
back-to-back Final Fours with Arkansas.
Yeah, but Rico, this goes to your point too. I know the
Elite
second
Eights, I'm
weekends
sorry,
they
yeah.
deserve credit, but you're a big anti first-year coaches going on a run. Mark Adams, Tommy Lloyd.
Not necessarily run, but like
Mark Adams, it seems like he said he was better.
yeah, I just don't think those guys can win a title, and it's proven true now. So
Arkansas, like
both of them look like they had their head up their ass. Like they didn't have any adjustment for Houston.
Arkansas,
He didn't have any adjustment for Duke.
I should be waiting for a text to be like, hey, like we kind of got him here.
I wouldn't say that.
I practiced with them. I got them ready. No,
What do you think about Saturday now?
they can.
They got to look at that film?
They can listen to this and go fuck themselves. I'm not Rico, and I'll suck his dick right now because he was nice to me. I thank you for your time. I love you.
Night.
Oh man, I'm not mad. I'm playing Arkansas. I can tell you that.
You'd rather Arkansas get than Gonzaga?
You have to have, and that's not a disrespectful. Like you have to have wanted Arkansas in that.
Oh yeah, once they won, I was like, holy shit, we need to win this because
I don't think Arkansas travels as well, obviously, as Gonzaga to that site too. So
San Francisco.
it's obviously going to be
Jayhawks.
pro Duke. Yeah. Listen, I think tomorrow as well. There's like self is like fuck because all the pressure now is on. They're the most heavy favorite in the tournament, right?
Yep.
It's a lot of pressure on Bill tomorrow. A lot
Yeah.
of pressure, and Saturday.
I'd
If
say
he gets-
Purdue
Sunday,
as well
if he gets
because
there.
Purdue, everyone's just
Look at St. Peter's going
them in.
berserko.
nuts.
yeah. All right, so we'll wrap up the show with some listeners or viewers in the chat. Questions, anything you have about tonight's games or tomorrow's games. Before we get to that, though, remember, subscribe to our YouTube. Appreciate you guys watching. We want to remind you about Sling TV. Go to sling.com/Barstool to sign up now and try it free. Watch our exclusive new Sling show, Barstool Bracket Buzz, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. This week's guest was Stu Feiner, the one and only. He joined us to preview these Sweet 16 games. Watch our exclusive show, Bracket Buzz. And if you love watching live sports, but you're tired of the high prices, it's time to take control of your TV experience. It's time you got Sling. And the cheapest way to watch college hoops as well. Sling is easy to set up, easy to use, and there's no contract. Sign up now and try it absolutely free. Whatever you're into, Sling is where you can find the live sports you love all in one place. Go to sling.com/Barstool to sign up now and try it free. All right, question number 1. From Timothy Patterson. Who's going to stop Jalen Williams from Arkansas?
Mark Williams or AJ Griffin.
It's going to be a good matchup. He's been
Yeah,
really good.
He's good.
He
No,
can
Williams
shoot the
is
ball,
good.
too.
I just think that we match up well against Arkansas, where Gonzaga would have been brutal.
Well, you already beat him.
Yeah.
Early.
No, yeah, it's going to be a great matchup. I think we just have answers for Note, and like their X factor is Tony. I think.
Aldi's Tony.
Yeah, I think that's their X.
Transfer.
Yeah.
from Pitt,
Also, it was
right?
interesting. Yeah, I was interesting. Likes wasn't really in the rotation, but he came in for those free throws at the end, and he was ice.
That was pretty to not play all game and then like put him in.
He's a
for that.
he's
is
like
pretty
Mariano
sick.
Rivera,
Yeah,
right?
that's pretty sick.
Literally the closer. Best bets from tomorrow. This is from Chris Javier Janeo. Rico, I know your hammer play for the weekend is
Purdue first half.
Purdue
That's
first half.
Pamela Anderson. Man, she looks different. Sorry.
Marty.
That's crazy.
To be honest, that caught me off guard.
Yeah,
too.
it's crazy. Yeah, Purdue first half. I just think the size. Jaden Ivey's going to give him a ton of problems. It's a nice story. If they hang, God bless them. I just think Purdue should really smash them.
And I said it.
And also now, even more so, like I said, too, like, listen, Painter's going to have a ton of pressure on his asshole. But, like, we kind of saw the upsets. It doesn't go completely berserk. Yeah. Somebody's getting through. A 3 is probably beating a 15.
Yeah.
Right? Kansas is probably, that.
I said it, St. Peter's. I love the tournament because we get these stories, but it would have been lovely to have Kentucky Purdue tomorrow.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
It would have been fantastic to have. They're obviously, it's just, but you know what?
It also, I mean, when you look at Purdue, Kentucky, and Carolina, UCLA in that bracket, that's like fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, like selfishly,
Right.
just for us going to cover the Final Four, Duke, Villanova, Kansas,
Right.
and Purdue, or UCLA or UNC, like that would be incredible.
Yeah.
Like the buzz in New Orleans would be different than if it's I guess St. Peter's or Houston, you know? It's
Yeah,
like,
I lost 2 Final Four teams tonight.
we want blue bloods. I did a
St.
read.
Peter's is Duke's side?
Yeah.
Go St. Peter's.
Can you imagine St. Peter's beats Kentucky and Duke in the same tournament?
You know, good for them.
That'd be an all-time sports story. We'll take one more here from Chaz Messias. Omar, your best bet, by the way, for tomorrow?
My best bet tomorrow?
Yeah.
Iowa State.
Iowa State, I was going to say.
Too
soon.
He's got
I will say
Iowa spring game tomorrow in football.
that game in the under is what I like.
Iowa State, huh?
Yeah, Iowa State,
I've
Miami.
changed.
All right.
Changed.
Yeah.
I'm also on Miami.
Last question here from Chaz Messias. Everyone was talking about Gonzaga taking the torch from Duke, but now who is it? He says maybe UCLA. Because Gonzaga, their window is...
What do you mean take
The fact that
like-
everyone's guessing now and like who's gonna take it from whoever. The fact that people are guessing now and this road for Duke is clear as day. I'm one win away. I can't believe they won. I'm so excited.
You're
I-
nervous all day?
So nervous. I literally lashed out at Jake for promoting our podcast.
You did. I wasn't
lashed out.
happy.
I was very mean and I apologized. I
did.
get in a different mode when this team's on.
Yeah.
Bad mode. Especially when everyone behind me is against me.
Yeah, I mean, to Chaz's question, I mean, Gonzaga's obviously they haven't won the whole thing, but they've been very consistent in runs in the tournament. They never have that first weekend exit. I don't know who you can point to, though. Like, who else? Maybe Baylor's on that run. They had a first weekend exit, though, but I could see them going to like 5 or 6 straight Sweet 16s.
Yeah.
I don't really get the question. What they're saying, who's like...
Just like who could be, like, Duke is
I mean,
the pride
listen,
of college basketball.
Listen, they're never going to be a blue blood, but I'm very impressed in what Houston is building.
Yeah.
I still say it. This 6-year run is really
New
impressive.
conference, maybe.
Who do they line up with now? Villanova?
Villanova.
That's a winnable fucking game.
It is.
I know it's similar.
You say Gonzaga, though, where it's like people are getting sick of them because that they get so much credit and haven't won.
And they haven't won.
Well, that's what, too. Like,
There's no
forever,
excuses this
everybody,
time around.
like I talk about it, Joey at the water cooler, oh, Gonzaga chokes. And, like, you had to explain, like, hey, but you know what? They've been to 2 championship games. They're in Sweet 16 every year. They win the conference. Like, you need to do that to give yourself a shot. But, like, now, somebody says that to me, oh, Gonzaga never wins. You know what? I'll be like, you know,
Yeah.
I won't. It's not even worth explaining what they've done. Because it's like, you know what?
Last
Like,
year was
ultimately,
the time.
he's right. They don't win. So...
Last year was the time.
Yeah. If,
It's not knocking
not
the
last
It's
year,
one of the
this
most
year.
impressive programs out there. To build a fucking powerhouse in Spokane, Washington, and have number one
in the
picks and
WCC,
shit like that.
I know we
Yeah.
argue about that. It's still a small
But
conference. Like,
They
Dukes was dying to post a picture of Mark Few in handcuffs.
they probably won't
Dying
win.
to.
They really. I'll be honest. They probably won't ever win it.
now, back-to-back years as the number one overall seed, and this is the result: a championship loss and a Sweet 16 loss. Like, no top 100 recruits.
Nope.
They can do it. Like, Arkansas is a 4 seed right now, and they're 1 win away from the Final Four. Gonzaga could be a 4 next year and make it. Like,
I could see him coming back to earth a little bit, still being a powerhouse program, but like every year they're a 4. They're
maybe
a
they'll do
3,
better with not as
you
much
know?
pressure. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
They're
you're
going
right.
to make a tournament next year. Like,
Yeah.
so who knows?
I think we should tomorrow. We should just call Ruda. I don't even need Muss. I need to talk to someone from the interview and be like, you motherfuckers. I think we should do it. Fuck them.
We'll see how the timing works out. But yeah, we will be back here this time tomorrow night, all 4 days of this weekend. So thank you guys for tuning in. March after midnight on the Bench Mob YouTube. Please subscribe. We have plenty of new videos this week. Our full episode. We have our video from St. Peter's.
That place was buzzing.
Yeah, we have our video with Jimmer Fredette. Our interview with Ed Cooley. Rico, if Providence wins tomorrow. Rico
Yeah.
relationships.
He better not forget.
Yeah,
If I'm gonna lose-
especially if he loses to Kansas, he
Yeah,
needs,
he better.
He needs that
He
redemption.
gets, he'll die.
He better get something. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
be getting hammered for Kansas.
Right, so that'll be a
Gotta
little
talk
bit
to
of
Mitchie, see
redemption.
what kind of sleep he's fucking getting.
Yeah, so thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow to break down the 4 games. We'll have the Elite 8 set, and we'll have it Saturday and Sunday as well. So thank you for subscribing to this episode of March After Midnight, presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. Have a good night. We'll see you here tomorrow.